9:42, welcome back. We are here in the Fox 61 by Carrier Kitchen with Ani Robaina from Ani's Table. Thanks for being back with us.
Thank you for having me.
You know, the month of November goes like that. Election Day is next week, and then Thanksgiving is going to be here before we know it. So we've got to get ready, right?
Incredible.
So walk us through. A lot of people really like to do a brine, and you've got a great recipe for one that includes Marsala wine.
Marsala wine, yes, or sherry. And we're just going to go through it really quickly. I love brining because it really gives turkey just
so much more flavor.
So much more flavor,
really.
Juicy. Yeah. It's really hard to dry it out.
To be honest, my kids don't like turkey. They prefer chicken, but this will certainly help with the cause.
This
right?
may change their mind a little bit, right?
Yes.
So, it's super easy. You know, we have all these ingredients here are what goes in it, and
spices.
It's a combination of sugar and salt is what really makes this kind of really interesting. And so that kind of has its own little chemical process that we'll go through. We have juniper berries, bay leaves, mixed peppercorns, white peppercorns. If you want to, you can add red pepper flakes if you want some heat.
Yes.
That's up to you. I like this recipe. You can add maple syrup if you want to kind of go in that direction. If you don't like Marsala, you can do sherry, you can do bourbon.
So you can certainly tweak it according to you and your family's preferences.
Absolutely. And so we put it all till we dissolve. The sugar and salt are dissolved, but you have to let it cool before we put.
So definitely don't put the turkey in the brine while it's still warm.
Correct. We're not cooking the turkey yet. So we'll let that cool.
All right.
And then when we do, we're going to just extend it with a little bit of water, a little more Marsala if you like. And then we're going to let it sit for at least 12 hours if it's a whole bird. You want to be able to have something that you can completely submerge your bird.
So a big pot.
A big pot.
Because some of your birds are 17, 20 pounds.
Really big.
Yes.
If you don't have one and you can sort of just fit it in, flip it halfway through.
Well, I think you can get that at some of almost like the dollar store, the big silver tins, and like you said, then just flip it like after 6 or 7 hours.
Correct.
And then maybe even extend it a little bit longer, I guess,
right.
since you're having to flip it.
That's right. And then you can, before you put your turkey in, you can actually taste your brine and make sure that you have the flavors that you want.
You can, even though it's been there with the raw?
No, before you put your turkey in. Yeah, want to taste it and make sure you have enough Marsala in and all those flavors that you really want. And then we're going to put it in, and then we have this lovely leg that we have in the brine. And then the really important part about brine that is to tell people is you want to let this dry. You do not want to take it out of the brine and put it in the oven. You'll have soggy skin. So it's really important. We're going to let this dry.
So it gets nice and crispy.
And the best way to dry it is in the refrigerator uncovered.
Okay,
so you can even
do you bother patting it down or don't even?
Pat it down for sure.
And then put it in
and then put it in until it gets nice and dry. And then that will give you a beautiful skin.
That's a good tip to remember.
Oh yes, yeah, it's really nice. Like
and for planning.
Yes.
Give your turkey enough time to dry out.
That's right. Because it's been drinking Marsala all night.
Right.
You know.
So
and then when we're done, we have beautiful. And you also get a little richer color with the brine because there's sugar.
Some great coloring
in there, and so it's really nice.
And it's right next to this. I don't want to run out of time because we have to talk about this cranberry sauce. I tasted it in the break, and it's delicious.
It really is.
And
delicious.
you don't have to do anything for it as far as just let it sit. Right.
And
so
the more ahead that you make it, the better it gets.
Okay.
So this is all that's in it.
Right here.
Fresh cranberries. You want oranges with the peel on. You can have, these are beautiful little clementines, big Cara orange, a navel orange. It's 1-1-1. 1 bag, 1 cup sugar, 1 large orange, or a few of the smaller ones. And then I use a immersion blender. You can use a food processor, and you're just gonna buzz away.
So you just put it all in a bowl and then just blend it with this right here.
Yeah, or your food processor. And the key is you have to let it sit. So if you try that beforehand.
Well, I'm gonna try this because I tried the other one.
Right. So it's a very different sauce.
I don't know. It's still tasty.
It is tasty, but there's something, the chemical process with the sugar
that
actually
sweetens
cooks the cranberries. Yes, it cooks and makes them gentle.
And that is just delicious. I mean, honestly, that is incredible.
And the further ahead, like I'll actually save that for Thanksgiving. It will be really delicious. You can make it from now.
So it will hold that long.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right,
really
great.
Yeah, it's terrific.
Great information. I love this. I love that. And the tips on the brining and the turkey and all that's on your website.
It is.
And on ours, so you can head over to fox61.com. Ani, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
It was great to have you here.
Lovely, thanks.
Really important tips. I'm tossing things